Hello students, welcome to English grammar lesson. Our today's topic is the simple future and the future continuous tenses. Now before proceeding toward the simple future tense, we should know that what are the uses of simple future tense. We use simple future tense to talk about things that have not happened yet. For example, he will come here tomorrow. In this sentence, we can see that this thing not happened yet. It will happen in future. So, we use simple future tense to talk about those things which have not happened yet. So, this is the use of simple future tense. Here are the patterns for making positive, negative and interrogative sentences in future tense. First, we will discuss about affirmative sentence or positive sentence. The pattern is subject plus will plus verb in base form or verb in first form plus object. Example, I will meet new friends in college. I is subject, then we add will. Meet is the verb in base form and then we add object. Second example is, they will send us a mail. In this sentence, they is a subject, then we add will. Send is the base form of the verb and then we add object. Now for making negative sentences, the pattern is subject plus will not, or in contraction form we can write won't, plus verb in base form plus object. For example, I won't meet new friends in college. I is subject, then we add won't, meet in verb base form and then we add object. Second example is, they won't send us a mail. When we add not in the sentence changes into negative. Now for making interrogative sentence, we simply follow this pattern. We will start the sentence with will, then add subject, then verb in base form, and in the end we write object and the question mark. For example, will I meet new friends in college? So because we are making questions, so we start this sentence with will, then we write subject, then meet is the verb base form and then we add object with the question mark. Second is, will they send us a mail? We write will first, then subject, then send is our verb in base form and then object and question mark. So we simply follow these patterns for making affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences in future tense. Now the future continuous tense. The uses of the future continuous tenses. We use future continuous tense to project ourselves into the future. For example, this time next year I will be studying in college. Second, for predicting or guessing about future events. For example, once you are in America, you will be missing all of us. Third use is to ask politely for information about the future. For example, will you be coming to the picnic on Sunday? Fourth use is for an action at a particular moment in the future. For example, she will be meeting her friend at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. So these are the uses of future continuous tense. Now for making affirmative, negative and interrogative sentence in future continuous tense. First, we will discuss about affirmative sentences or positive sentences. The pattern is subject plus will, then we add be, then verb in base form plus ing plus object. For example, he will be running in the race. In this sentence, he is subject, then we write will. Then because we are writing the sentence in continuous tense, we add be and verb with ing running in the race. Second example is, we will be watching the finals this evening. We is subject, then we write will, then we add be, verb with ing watching and then object. Now for making negative sentences, we simply follow this pattern. Subject plus will not plus be plus verb in base form with ing plus object. For example, he will not, or in contraction form we can write won't, be running in the race. In this sentence, he is subject, Then for making negative, we add not with will, then add be, then verb with ing running in the race. Second example is we won't be watching the finals this evening. We is subject, won't, then be, then verb with ing, that is watching the finals this evening. Now for making question sentence or interrogative sentence, we simply follow this pattern. First we write will, then object plus be plus verb in base form with ing plus object and put question mark in the end. For example, will he be running in the race? In this sentence, we start with will, then we write subject, he, then we add be, then verb with ing, that is running in the race and question mark. Second sentence, will we be watching the finals this evening? For making question, we will start with will, then we write subject we, then we add be, and then we add verb with base form with ing, watching the finals this evening and question mark. So these are the patterns for making affirmative, negative, interrogative sentences in future continuous tense. In this video, we had discussed about simple future tense and the future continuous tense. First, we discuss about the uses of future tense and future continuous tense. Then we will follow the patterns. We learned about the different patterns for making affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences in both the tenses. So that's all for this chapter. I hope it will be very much clear to you. If you have any query, just feel free to ask. Thank you. Stay home. Stay safe.